Wow, that countdown started quick. I was like, how you doing, Tony?
I am doing very well.
Good to hear. Well,
How are
hello
you?
everyone.
Oh,
Good evening, good evening. We are live. It's the
it's
Three Wise Pet Pros, and you know we're here every Wednesday night to talk about all things animals, all things pets, because we're pet pros. But that doesn't mean we know everything. A big part of what we do here at Three Wise Pet Pros is to hear what you have to say and gain more knowledge that way too. Continuing education is something that we all do here at Three Wise Pet Pros. So, while we wait for our third pro, let's go ahead and introduce who we got here. We got myself, Dr. Tanera, the neighborhood holistic veterinarian, veterinary entrepreneur at large. I'm not constricted by anything, but I do make pets the most important part of everything that I do. We've also got the amazing vet tech Tony, who is not only a veterinary technician with my vet clinic, but she is also an entrepreneur as well. That's right. She does services. She'll come right to your home and do uh, fluids and walk your dog and pet your dog and sit your cats, all of that. So check her out as well. And then our third pro, Ms. Nicole, she's our dog breeder and teacher, which is why she's not time of the year.
right.
School. So yes, that's us, the Three Wise Pet Pros, and we are so glad that you are here with us tonight. We've got a really, really fun topic, and let me make sure I'm not missing. Okay, guess it's still not there. Boom. We've got a really interesting topic tonight. It's one we haven't done before. And if you guys have been with us, we've been here for over a year now. And the
Right.
topic is something we've never done. And so it's, oh, oops.
Four.
Here we go. Bam! 4-H animals
Four.
and why we love them, right? Not three this time. 4-H animals and why we love them. So I'm not sure if you're as low as to me, Tony, but make sure you speak up. Miss VetTech Tony, tell us a little bit. Tell the people hello and how you doing today.
I'm doing really good today. Few of my facial expressions are a little crampies, but I'm okay. I'm good. I'm here. I'm ready to talk about 4-H and animals and why we love them and how they fit into our community. Because as you know, like it's that time of the year where fairs are going on. Fairs, and this is where children, adults, people of all ages, but I wouldn't say primarily children. Correct me if I'm wrong, anyone out there. Like, no, I'm 55 years old and I have a cavy guinea piggy that I'm going to go to the fair and I want to win a blue ribbon. If you're
Right?
out there, hey, like to hear from you. But yeah, so the fairs and 4-H and bringing those animals to the fair to win that blue ribbon. And then what
That's
happens
right.
after?
I mean, that's a good question, Tony, because you're saying, like, is it all kids or do you have, people a little longer in the tooth out there showing those animals? And I've never seen, older people, but then again, we've never really dove into this topic to really know. But for the kids side of the house, I do know that it's a way that they can gain confidence in a lot of things, confidence in themselves doing 4-H, but also a way to care for something that they can protect, care for something that's not themselves. As babies and toddlers, we are very self-centered, right? It's all
Right.
about us. Wham, wham, wham. Give me this, give me that. And even as we get older, but then to throw in something like 4-H into a child's development really, I think, can change for a lot for the better. You
Right.
know.
I definitely
So
believe so. Like, I know COVID threw a monkey wrench into a opportunity that my daughter had in regards to working with 4-H. But because usually you have to have an animal, not usually, you have to have an animal for 4-H to participate in like the fairs. But it's still a learning process through Michigan State University. There are programs that are out there that allow children of different age ranges. They have different activities that they can do online, that they have programs in different areas that involve 4-H concepts. So though they may not be able to do the animal, that year, but they can participate and understand the learning of that. So the definition of 4-H animals, because there's 4-H's that they're talking about in regards to, like, what is 4-H? 4-H is 4 H's: head, hearts, hands, and help. And all those help. I mean, if you think about our children, our community, and how we want them to learn and grow and be and fulfill and reach different areas of where their heart may be. This is a great aspect for, future vet techs, future veterinarians, future zoologists, all these different avenues of a future vet program like Dr. Kroom has, that I've participated in as well. Like, there's so many different ways that you can reach people with pets, and pets bring us a sense of security. And I think this is a great program. I would actually like even more to reach more into our area to see how maybe me and you could help, or me or you. No, you can't do it by yourself. You gotta be with me.
The urban 4-H, we do it. Urban. I bet you there's probably already. I mean, I know they have already out there programs.
I feel like there is.
Yeah.
And for us to be within that avenue, that would be, even if we just did like a day thing, like come and talk to children. Shoot, we might learn more from them than we have to say to them.
Right. Kids, bring your animals with you and we'll meet you there.
Right.
Absolutely. Well, speaking of these animals, there's certain animals that we think of when we think of 4-H. If you're in the chat, I can't really see the chat because I'm on my phone today and I don't have my laptop. But when you think of, if you can put in the chat, what's one animal you think of when you think of 4-H?
So I'm going to have any Wise Pet Pros page.
Followers here. I can only see. I can't see anything. I can't see anything.
I don't see anything coming up on the chat on the screen.
Nothing's coming up on the chat here. Excuse me.
Okay. So I will say this is one I don't think many people would say. So I'm gonna start off with this in case some others come in a few moments. Cavies. When you cavies, yeah. They're about this big.
Who knows what that is?
Who knows what a cavy is?
I'm going to put it in the banner.
All right. And no, it's not a calf, because a calf would be a little bit bigger. But this is a cavy. And I just looked at the delayed response of my facial expressions. There's so much. So yes, a cavy is a guinea pig.
Yay!
A guinea pig. That could be a trivia question, so pay attention.
Yeah, because we did have a big winner like last week or whatever.
Yes.
And somebody won a nice dog bed. So
hey, you weren't supposed to say nothing. Did she share it yet?
What was that?
Did she share it yet that she received it?
No.
Oh.
Nope, we have to see about that. Another type of animal, I don't know if there's anything in the chat, but we're talking about 4-H animals that we love and why. Another one is, it's kind of similar to what Tony just said about the cavy, because a cavy is a guinea pig, right? But huge difference in showing how you would show the animals. The big part of the 4-H for the kids is showing the animals and showing that they're well kept, that they're well kempt, and that they have the musculature and the different things like that they need to have. So if you got a guinea pig versus a big old pig like a sow or a I don't know, a roaster.
I was thinking like a mini pig.
Or a mini pig, yeah. There's going to be a huge difference in that. And so I've seen kids with a pig, walking around with a pig. The pig is just following around. And so the judge is looking for the musculature of the pig and whether or not they're like out of sorts and out of order. You bringing a pig in here that's all out of order and doesn't know how to listen. Ah, wrong. You better go over there to the urban 4-H for that. No, I was kidding.
Right. So it made me think of one of my favorite books and stories because they also made a movie out of it, was Charlotte's Web. Over. Oh my goodness. Like I cried on that movie, but anyways, that's a whole other topic.
Right. Aw, Tony,
so I was very happy
Tony.
when it was like, what's gonna happen to
him? Yeah.
He's not coming back from the fair.
Wilbur. Oh my God. Okay, so let's go over to the next type of animal. Again, I can't see the chat to see if you guys put down any animals that we typically think of for 4-H. But another one is goats.
Goats, yes. All different types of goats too. So they have like, like the little miniature fainy goats, and they have the bigger goats. I mean, there's so many different goat names. I can't even think of one right now.
Dwarf, Nubian.
Okay, yeah, exactly.
Milking goats. I don't know what they have them do. Jump up on boxes and cause a, fiasco, because that's what goats do best.
I would say, like, if I had to, I'm really, like I said, really interested in learning more about this and the aspect of like what happens when they go to the fair. What are the judges looking for? But I would think like stature of the animal, just like how when we look at a dog when an exam, making sure that it's alert, like the eyes are focused, not cloudy, like the tail, like, because when people pick a 4-H animal, they're looking at, even as a baby, a baby pig or a baby calf, they're looking at like, oh my God, this is gonna have the perfect stature. This is the one that I want to choose for my. They're not gonna pick like, one that's like, unfortunate. That would be mean what I'm gonna say. They want to pick one that is better of the best stature.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Gotta look healthy. That's the first and foremost. Like you said, similar to a veterinary exam, you don't even have to touch an animal or ask anything of its owner. You can look at it and find out a whole lot. Just look at it, watch it walk, watch its demeanor around the owner, around other animals, all of that. And you can find out a lot before you even say a word. I mean, I'm sure the judge is probably moving around all stealthily, like looking, okay, making little mental notes, like, okay, that goat has a misshapen hoof. Okay, that goat, is a hermaphrodite. I don't know. But so the goats are so cute and funny and just playful. And I don't know, maybe they measure them on that. Another animal that we do for 4-H that we often think of are rabbits.
Oh my goodness.
Tony, have you ever had a rabbit before?
Yes, I have. I had a Flemish giant one that was like big as a small dog.
Whoa.
That was too much for me. That's probably why. Because a rabbit, because they have a lot of personality. So I mean, there's rabbits that are more docile. Like last couple of weeks ago, when I went to the reptile expo, they had some dwarf. I can't remember what the name of them was, but they were so kitten-like, puppy-like. I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, no, Tony, you are not going home with the rabbit. You are not going home with the rabbit. I have a place for it to live in, so that wouldn't have been a problem because I have cages and aquariums galore. But so many different kind of rabbits. And then I had a rabbit that I had enjoying outdoor time, and a neighborhood dog came and took its life. So that was so different experience, because rabbits are it doesn't take much for a rabbit to, like, their temperament is very mild. Like, it doesn't take much to scare them, and for them to be like, "Oh my God, you scared me!" And fortunately, I'm not a rabbit because I probably would have.
I don't know. That might be your spirit animal, because you like somebody could have just been right there, and they leave for a second, and they come back, and you're like scared all over again. Tony,
you're like, huh? Oh, I thought you had left the room. Don't be
I
coming back like that
know.
so quick. Yeah, that's actually not even funny. So, like, Dr. Krum is saying that seriously.
Oh, it's so
They'd be
serious.
like, I'm getting ready to start the truck.
I know, exactly. But that's our Tony. Gotta love her. Like,
I'm not always like that, but sometimes when you least expect it, like, she knows I'm right here, that's when you be like, okay, I really need to announce that I'm still here.
That's right.
Anyways, I'm not a rabbit, but maybe my spirit animal.
I have had a bout with some rabbits too. That was actually one of the first animals that we had in the Krum household. We did have the cavies, the guinea pigs too, but we also got to have our own rabbit. I remember my younger sister had a rabbit named Casey, and he used to squirt urine, squirt like up on the wall and on the side, and he would
that
like
personality
flick, and and then with rabbits, you do have to. They have a lot of pellets and stuff, and if you don't keep that clean, it'll just build up right in the corner, and it'll be tons of stuff there. So don't think just because they're small that they don't have much upkeep. They really do. But they can be trained to go in a litter box, which is great for rabbits. And I wonder maybe if that's one of the things that they test them on, because like, hey, don't poo in the ring. You got to go over there to the corner, to the litter box, but probably not. So lots of rabbit experience, handling for them. Like we always talk about with rabbits, you got to be very careful. They're fragile. And sometimes they can kick out and break their own back. It's not even quote unquote your fault, but handling and not giving them that right support, that's going to be really big for the 4-H kids to be able to do and manage. More so than other animals, they're just more fragile in that way, even more so than the guinea pigs. Ooh. So yeah.
So big one with that made me think of grooming for all animals. But
made you think of what?
They're grooming that
grooming, yes,
do for them. So like we talked about rabbits, guinea pigs. Like if you have a long-haired rabbit, you have to make sure that you're combing all the way through to the bottom. So they're looking at how their hair flows, because like if it's a long-haired rabbit, their hair should be silky and pretty and laying down. In the shorter-haired rabbits, goats, like they should be groomed. Like the horns should be on the goat should be trimmed, and not all Wile E. Coyote. So like you dress them up to go to the 4-H, you dress them up to go to the fair. They should be pretty.
That's right. Absolutely. Let me see. What is Nicole saying? She's not saying she's here. She know. Let me see. I'm
okay. 4-H animals, rabbits, cavies, goats. I don't see anything in the chat tonight.
So I think next, let me see. Well, I think next week or maybe the week after that, we're going to be having another quiz, trivia night, Three Wise Peppers trivia night. So I'm telling you, if you're here, take some notes, keep some, a track of some of the things we've been talking about here tonight, as far as why we love 4-H animals, why they're important to the community, and why they're important to us as pet professionals. We know how important it is for kids and adults as well to gain that love of the animals. So
yes, ma'am.
4-H. I know Nicole just said she was done, but she's not here just yet. So I think did you have any final comments or thoughts about 4-H, or would you like to close us out?
Sure, most definitely can close us out, because I'm pretty sure anything that we talk about, we could probably keep talking about it on and on, because something else will trigger a thought.
Yes.
But this is a big topic, and I know we didn't talk about everything in 4-H and what it represents, because like, with the kids in our community, for those who live on farms, that are raised, like that's what they do. Like that's when school gets out, they're ready to prepare their animals through the summer. Shoot, even when school's going on, they have to get up in the morning and see how we keep on talking about the topics.
Yep.
But 4-H is a very, not just for adults, not just for kids, but as a community to bringing, together. It's a science experiment. It's the learning experience, affection, love, care, all of those things that go into caring for them. And so with that being said, tonight, Dr. Crew, Dr. Tara, and Ms. Tony, Ms. Nicole, we talked about our, how we feel about 4-H and what 4-H is. If you have any added information, questions that you want to hear us answer or give our opinion on in regards to 4-H animals, we would love, because I know there's some more information out there. Also, I'd love to hear your point of view. If you're watching the video, #replay, like, share this as well.
If you haven't already joined our group, we have a Facebook group called the 3 Wise Pet Pros. Go on ahead and join us. It's a private group, so we've got to let you in special. And then once we start having some special things and events over there,
and then so the group, we have more people in the group than we have on the page. So there's Miss Nicole.
Hey everybody.
Yes.
Hey, Teach.
Hey.
So
we were just kind of finishing up, but maybe we could allow you to say, we talked a little bit about how 4-H and why it's so important to kids in the community and us as a group, as an organization. Could you give us a few minutes of your experience and what your thoughts are?
Well, quickly, my thoughts. As a teacher, I think it's very important. As a kid, I did not get a chance to participate in 4-H. When I would go visit my grandparents, my grandmother, and my family in Columbia, Tennessee. It's a little country town, probably one Walmart, few Dollar Generals, couple of them. But yeah, so I would go there, and my cousins, Jen and John, they would be off at the 4-H, and they'd come back and tell me little things that they would do. And I really wanted to go, but I never got a chance to participate. But as a teacher, I know 4-H is important because kids get to fellowship. They get to make new friends. I know 4-H is an opportunity for them to have leadership, gain some leadership skills, which we know are important in life, period. It builds self-confidence. It teaches them teamwork because they have to be able to work with others. And in life, that's what we're going to do. Communication skills and just all those skills they need as adults, they are able to gain through participating in 4-H and working with animals, because when you work with animals, you have a big heart, really,
Yes.
So yes. That's my 2 cents on the end.
Well, with that being
I'm glad I could make it.
That was a perfect closeout, Ms. Nicole.
All right. Well, 3 Wise Pet Pros coming in, doing it strong. We love you. We love you, and we appreciate you. And without you, we wouldn't be us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Good night, everyone.
Good night.